Drink it in, man.
Cornbread! Cornbread! Touchdown, Detroit Lions!
Drink it in, man.
Cornbread! Cornbread! Touchdown, Detroit Lions!
Drink it in, man. Drink it in, man. Detroit Koolaid. Detroit Koolaid drinkers. What's going on, everybody? It's your host, Derek Oakley, right here on the Detroit Koolaid Cast. Especially this week, serving up the delicious Honolulu blue flavored Kool-Aid. Say it 3 times fast. Drink it in, drink it in, drink it in, man. You know what goes good with like 3 glasses of Kool-Aid, right? You know.
Cornbread! 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 Cornbread!
I think that was 6. 6 pieces of cornbread. That's make it a double with 3 glasses of Kool-Aid. And the reason we got extra this week is because the Detroit Lions went out and beat up on Chicago, the Chicago Bears, at Joey Sports Guy's team, 52-21. Me and at Chops in the D were there in person. We were tailgating. We have stories. We have takes. So today, I'm solo on this show. Chops, I think he's doing work travel. Hashtag choppy hockey with his kids in every league under the sun. I think he's a coach too. I don't even know what the guy's up to. Probably 18 million other things other than that. He's like, Oakley, I can do the packets, but I can't be on the flagship. I said, don't worry, I got this. I got plenty to say about this game, so we'll do the Kool-Aid gimmick review, go through some of the big plays, takes, opinions, do some of the lines, gimmick lines here on the show, maybe a few drops. I mean, you guys know what we do. I'm sure we'll talk about him a little bit. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the lead up, the tailgate, the Ford Field Concourse, the Bula Bula, the hilarity that ensued, just the fun times we had. I mean, I may or may not, either multiple times or at some point or throughout, or give Jared Goff some love. That may happen on this show. I mean, I need to focus. I need like a 5-minute segment where I focus on Amon-Ra St. Brown. Yes, I just said his name normal, not the one gimmick or the other one we do or the drop that I just played. Amon-Ra St. Brown. The guy's a perfect human. He does everything right. It's just like I brush over him a lot because I'm talking about hashtag JMO when we were thinking about Jameer Gibbs, maybe D-Mo-Fo show, you know, or I'm like focusing on Mr. Biscuits for all Laporta supporters, but St. Brown is that dude in every way, shape, and form. I mean, I got takes on Benedict throughout this episode, which you'll hear. Gosh, Lions had it roll in this game. So we'll do that. Probably take up the whole first half of the show. Big old segment with that. Back half, since I'm not going to be on the Kool-Aid packet, I want to get a little bit of that Detroit at Baltimore Monday Night Football preview and give you a score. So I don't have time to mess around. Let's get right into this. And I just want to say off the top, if you didn't listen to last week's show, we had some great Kool-Aid packets. We also had the flagship, which was a ton of fun. Lots of people listening to that hit me up, was like, man, what an entertaining, fun episode. Laughing, just not taking ourselves too seriously, talking ball type of show. And if you listen to that one, you heard on the show, I didn't tweet it out, which I should have because it was a tremendous prediction. But your boy Oakley here said that this game was going to be 48 for the Lions, 28 for Benedict in Chicago. And That's a dang pretty good looking score. Nobody else goes out on the limb and says 48 points and then they get 52. I mean, I'm sitting there at the game like, man, I undersold the Lions with the score prediction. But that's pretty close. You got a lot of people that are too scared. They want to give you these close numbers, low scoring. I told you we're going to beat them up physically. We're going to beat them down. It wasn't going to be close. Taking them to Pound Town. You guys heard all that last week. But let's get into how this one went down. So Lions take the ball first. First play of the game. Beautiful play action. St. Brown. Amon-Ra. Very majestic. Very, you know how I do. Got separation on a deep crosser. Jared Goff hit him perfectly in stride, which he does very, very well, which I told Chops in person at the game multiple times. Saint runs, huge big play to start the game. That was tremendous. Lions really had it rolling. Another few nice plays. They get down close to the goal line. And then they just decide to run a little pitch to the outside to the multi-dimensional, positionless. Wait for it.
As a scientist, I can tell you that Sundays are only 24 hours long. But with NFL Sunday Ticket and YouTube TV, you get every game every Sunday all in one place. That's upwards of 30 hours of NFL in one day. How can there be 30 hours in 24 hours, you ask? I have a theory. Magic. New users get NFL Sunday Ticket for 8 payments of $34.50 per month. Sign up at NFLSundayTicket.com. Local and national games on YouTube TV. NFL Sunday Ticket for out-of-market games excludes digital-only games and commercial use. Terms and embargoes apply. Availability varies.
Raise the rudders! Raise the sails! Raise the sails!
Captain, an unidentified ship is approaching. Over.
Roger. Wait, is that an enterprise sales solution?
Reach sales professionals, not professional sailors. With LinkedIn ads, you can target the right people by industry, job title, and more. Start converting your B2B audience today. Spend $250 on your first campaign and get a free $250 credit for the next one. Get started today at linkedin.com/campaign. Terms and conditions apply.
The family that vacations together stays together. At least, that was the plan. Except now, the dastardly desk clerk is saying he can't confirm your connecting rooms.
Wait, what?
That's right, ma'am. You have rooms 201 and 709.
No, we cannot be 5 floors away from our kids.
The doors have double locks. They'll be fine.
When you want connecting rooms confirmed before you arrive, it matters where you stay.
Welcome to Hilton. I see your connecting rooms are already confirmed.
Hilton, for the stay.
You're tuned into Auto Intelligence, live from Auto Trader, where data, tools, and your preferences sync to make your car shopping smooth.
They're searching inventory.
Oh, yeah.
They find what you need.
They're gonna find it.
You can make a budget for your wallet to help you succeed. Pricing's precise and true.
So true.
It's smarter car shopping.
Ooh.
Just for you.
Oh, it's just for you. Ooh. Find your next ride at autotrader.com. Powered by Auto Intelligence.
This episode is brought to you by Nespresso and Samra Origins by the Weekend Coffee Collection.
Introducing Samra Origins. My collaboration with Nespresso is a connection to my roots, to my mother, Samra. Coffee that hits the right notes. It transports you. Crafted with unique notes and bold soaring flavors. Experience a taste that moves you. Nespresso and Samra Origins.
Discover more at Nespresso.com.
Elite weapon. Jahmyr Gibbs. and you know, the guy didn't have a good first game whatsoever. We know that he's elite. And like, all you have to do is get him on the outside, let him use his speed, give him a little bit of a runway. And this is a walk-in touchdown 8 out of 10 times, maybe 9. Every once in a while, he'll trip up, somebody will catch him, he'll try to do too much. Just absolutely use the speed to run to the pylon. Easy touchdown for the Lions. And like, they just need to do this more. I mean, one of my comments to Chops was like, well, I know lots of NFL teams like to run up the middle because they think like, it's showing how tough they are. And, if you get a crease, you can really hurt them in the middle of the football field. Last time I checked, when you have guys like Jahmyr Gibbs and his speed, like, You want to get them off tackle, pitch to the outside, do the old whoopsie counter where you look one way, you flip it to them, and you just let them outrun fools. Like, I'd be doing way more of that with this guy than saying, oh, watch how physical and tough he is. Let's run him right in the middle of the defense where there's all those bodies and all those people. So neither here nor there. What a great first drive. What a great touchdown by Gibbs. And 7-0 for the Lions. Now, the crowd was rocking pregame. I guess, like, I hate to backtrack. I don't know. Is this the JMO drop or is this me going backwards? We've adopted it for JMO's speed, but I got to backtrack a little because I skipped over, I don't know, the lead up, tailgate. Like, before this game even got started, I mean, life's been crazy. I'm super busy. Everybody's busy. I get it. But good old Chops in the D, my co-host, was kind of like, hey, Okri, I got some stuff going on. Can you get the food? Can you pack up all the gimmicks? Can you do this? Oh, I'll throw the grill in. I'll meet you there. And I was like, all right, buddy, I'll do my best. So I'm scrambling all week. I got the gimmick, the box of gimmicks, which wasn't a box of gimmicks. It was like one of those, 100-pound totes that you put in the back of a pickup truck and throw your tools in. Yeah, that was full with like cornbread, Kool-Aid, DKC business cards. What else did I have? Anything that was blue drink. I had posters. It was just full to the gills. You got the football in there. You've got music, all the type of stuff we had. So I did all that packing up. Then I had the ingenious idea that I was going to get a hotel somewhat near where at Chops in the D lives, so I didn't have to drive down at 2 a.m. to meet him while he's sitting there with his feet up at the old Castle Chop. And so I do that. That turns into a cluster mess, even though I had a nice room. It worked out, but man, it was just crazy. I'm out there trying to get more food at like 11:30, midnight, whatever it was, packing the coolers out in the parking lot at 1:30 in the morning. Then I go watch I didn't even think it was going to be on. I was like, I kind of wanted to see this Canelo versus Crawford fight, but it's like 1:30. It can't be on anymore. Maybe I'll just fast forward to catch the replay. I go to Netflix and hit the live button, and they were at like the co-main. The main event didn't even get in the ring till 1:30 or whatever it was. So I kind of watched that while I'm falling asleep. I watched one of my college fantasy football teams had a 90% chance of winning, and then in the last game of the night flipped and I lost by like 2%, 8 points or something stupid like that. So that annoyed me. Get up early in the morning. Chop says, hey, I'm here in the parking lot at 5:30, which was kind of our plan, but I was still annoyed. Got my butt down there. We loaded up his big ass truck. We go down there. We thought we'd be the first one in the lot. Sure enough, we thought they only let you in at 7, but we were there at 6. Sure enough, you could just scan in and go to lot 2, but damn, there were like 10 other people that were there maybe all night long. I don't even know. They were set up with tents and had their setup rolling. So anyway, we got in there, got the old DKC set up with all these benches and tables and grills and signs and a Benedict dartboard, and the Hulkster was there. Brother. With his appearance, we had gimmicks, we had signs, we had hilarity, we were yelling at people. Great tailgate, really fun, kind of tough because it was all jammed up in the sidewalks. We didn't get the people walking through like we're used to, where we could just holler at people and serve them up Kool-Aid, but that was what it was. But then we made the ingenious decision to go into the game like earlier than we normally would. And do you think like we went to the team store, went and used a bunch of money at concessions? No, we literally did, I think, 9.5 laps of the stadium, upstairs, downstairs, with I gave Chops my Detroit versus Benedict sign. Unfortunately, we did not get the t-shirts that we ordered in time, so we went with the sign rather than the sign, the shirts, all the other gimmicks. We had that, which was classic, just a white sign, black letters, Detroit versus Benedict, #Detroit.
This episode is presented by State Farm. Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. It's like expecting the leadership of a team captain on the football field, but getting a sea captain. You wouldn't settle for just anything for your team. Shouldn't it be the same for your insurance? So don't settle for just any insurance when you can go with a leader. State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
If you thought goldenly breaded McDonald's chicken couldn't get more golden, think Golder, because new sweet and smoky special edition gold sauce is here. Made for your chicken favorites at participating McDonald's for a limited time.
Tonight, turn down the noise of the day and focus on the rest with AGZ, the nightly drink for winding down and resting up. New from AG1. AGZ supports your body's natural sleep cycle with clinically studied key herbs, adaptogens, and minerals in amounts supported by research. And no melatonin, helping you wake feeling rested. Wind down, rest up with AGZ. Learn more at drinkagz.com.
Mint is still $15 a month for premium wireless. And if you haven't made the switch yet, here are 15 reasons why you should. 1, it's $15 a month. 2, seriously, it's $15 a month. 3, no big contracts. 4, I use it. 5, my mom uses it. Are you playing me off? That's what's happening, right? Okay, give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan. $15 per month equivalent required. New customer offer first 3 months only. Then full price plan options available. Taxes and fees extra. See mintmobile.com.
This episode is sponsored by Friskies, who would like to tell your cats hi. Now, if that didn't get your cat's attention, there is one thing that always does the trick. Just pour some Friskies crunchy food in the bowl and you'll hear those paws come running. Works every time. With so many Friskies choices, you can always bring your cats running from their secret napping spots. There's always more to explore. See for yourself at friskies.com or visit your local store.
Koolaid Cast at the bottom. And then you had me, who had to bring the Hulkster in as a tribute. And he had something to the effect of, what you gonna do, Benedict, brother?
Brother.
And I had Benedict's face with over his eyes. You know, sometimes they'll block out someone's eyes. Over the eyes, had this big Benedict text and logo type of thing. So that was tremendous. We're just doing loud. People just loving it. Some people real confused. Who's Benedict? I don't get it. It's like, you got to be half smart to get the Oakley signs, I swear. I don't make them that difficult, but if you're that dense, you don't get it, I suppose. But we made so many people's days. We're taking photos with people. We're seeing people from the Twitterverse. We're getting stopped, asking if we're the people from the Koolaid. I mean, it got crazy. So super fun. Shoulders were dead, holding up signs for probably 45 minutes plus as we literally walked around this concourse 8.5, 9.5 times, whatever it was. Get to our seats, ready to roll. Ford Field was rocking. Gotta love the intros. Everybody was rolling after we get the Gibbs touchdown. But this is a long roundabout way to me getting to this next scoring drive, I guess you'd call it, which was actually by the Chicago Bears. 8 plays, 74 yards, under 4 minute touchdown to Rome Odunze on a 28-yard TD pass from Caleb, the painted nails Bumskaruski. Like, this kind of took the crowd out, I'm going to admit, because like nobody thought they were going to do anything. We should have got off the field a couple times, let them go all the way down the field and tie this football game. People were like, oh my God, how did that happen? What the heck's going on? So then you get the Ford Field, the people retroactive thinking, here we go again. I've seen this before. It's going to be a long day. I was still very confident, but it's hard to get up and whoop it up when everybody else is sitting on their hands. So, 7-7, okay, it's tied up. Before you know it, Demo with another SCO, faux show. Let's go. 14-7. So that was the first quarter. 14-7. Hey, ho hum. I told Choppy, hey, we're kind of on my projection to get my score. We'll see what happens. TBD if you ask me, but we'll see. I hope we continue to play well. Second quarter, another 8 plays, 67-yard drive, under 5 minutes, touchdown to Brock Wright. Who? Brock Wright. Yeah, you heard that right. 21-7, Detroit. Then Rome Odunze somehow finds the end zone again, which is what? The guy's been in the league 2 years. He's picked in the top 10, 12, 15, whatever it was. Hasn't done much of anything yet. puts up big numbers, 2 early TDs to make it 21-14. And this is where the game flipped right here. Because when you look at this review, it just says a 4-yard TD pass to Amon-Ra ARSB. But then when you look up at the above that, it says with 2 seconds left. What it doesn't say here was a 34-ish yard pass to Vanilla Smooth Isaac Tesla. I don't know if I'm totally set on the nickname, but it is pretty good, and that's the best we got right now. But this dude is smooth. Another one-handed snag over the defender, deep ball, got his feet in, got the knees in, yet he was out of bounds, maybe stopped the clock, maybe he didn't. The refs didn't know what was going on. Benedict tried to run his team off the field. Get back. Lions have 6 seconds. Boom, dart to St. Brown. I was pointing it out. I'm up there in our great seats where we can see the all 22 tape, and I'm just like, boom, over here on the left, Saint one up against whoever. It doesn't even matter who is across from him. Sure enough, he just cuts him up with the whoopsie double fake. Hujjamadilla goes to the pylon. Boom, touchdown. Making it 28-14 heading into halftime. I mean, people are loving it. I was actually struggling from the food at the tailgate, just everything else going on. I couldn't go make any more rounds. I didn't want to get any food. I was hurting there a little bit in my seat where you're all cramped up and people are walking in front of you and stuff. I'm not gonna lie. Third quarter, I mean, wasn't it right out the gate? Third quarter, first play was the JMO crosser where he got open. JG kind of threw a very rare thing, a little bit behind him, but hashtag JMOFast just snagged this ball that was in like his back hip pocket and then just got rolling. You know how he does. I mean, just absolutely just flying down the football field once he catches this pass. He catches the pass, hashtag JMOFast, gets rolling down the field, whoopsie fake, cut back, cross the middle, about to score, super highlight play, gets caught at like the, whatever it was. I mean, I think he got caught inside the 10, but somehow the Lions kind of stalled out and had to get a 34-yard Jake Bates field goal. Then they come back again in the third quarter, and it was bombs away from Jared Goff, chops his boy. Right when he let this ball go, I took a look at the ball go up, and then I looked down, and you could see like 3-4 yards of separation for Jameson Williams. Ball was right on the money again. Shout out to JG16. Hashtag Goff Train. I mean, absolutely gotta love it. I mean, just a beautiful throw, just showing off the speed.
As a sports fan, I have to confess, sometimes the game gets kind of boring. That's when I unfold my Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 7 and use multi-window viewing on its large screen. Boring game? I'm checking out my fantasy baseball league at the same time. Score still 1-0? I'm replying to emails in the other window, scoring points with the boss. Semifinals finally getting exciting? I'm buying tickets to the finals and booking my flights. Can your phone do that?
The new Galaxy Z Fold 7. Get yours at Samsung.com.
Are your business expenses playing hide and seek? With Uber for Business, the small spends that slip through the cracks, like rides and meals, go right where you need them. Because it integrates with leading expense platforms, you can say goodbye to surprise costs, missing dollars, or chasing receipts. Everything's track downable. Uber for Business. Make small steps that make a big impact. Learn more at uber.com/small steps.
Hey, this is Bill Simmons from the Bill Simmons Podcast, here to help you make the most of your summer with Michelob Ultra, a superior light beer worth playing for. Play for it with the guys when you're competing to see who can sink more birdies on the golf course, because winning tastes even better with Ultra on the line. Play for Ultra. Fill your fridge with Michelob Ultra this summer. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025 Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Through the Starbucks College Achievement Plan, full and part-time Starbucks baristas receive 100% upfront college tuition coverage so they can focus on achieving their dreams, not how they'll pay for school. And those dreams might start with a degree in management, biochemistry, or any of the more than 150 offered. At Starbucks, benefits like college tuition coverage are just the start. Learn more at starbucks.com/partners.
It's the Smucker's Uncrustables podcast with your host, Uncrustables. Okay, today's guest is rough around the edges. Please welcome Crust.
Thanks for having me.
Today's topic, he's round with soft, pillowy bread.
Hey.
Filled with delicious PB&J.
Are you talking about yourself?
And you can take him anywhere.
Why'd you invite?
And we are out of time.
Are you really cutting me off?
Uncrustables are the best part of the sandwich. Sorry, Crust.
I mean, you just had to love everything about this play to number one. The kid's absolutely electric. Great to see him get the deep touchdown, blow away from the defense. I mean, all that was just absolutely tremendous. And like I said, hashtag off train. All aboard! I gave multiple compliments during this game to Chops to his face. Hey, Jared Goff hitting people in stride. Jared Goff throwing lasers down the middle of the football field, on point, taking out chunks of the defense, throwing the ball up over the top. He actually got it there. I think Stash texted me and was like, what a duck that was, but it didn't matter. It still got there, and JMO with the touchdown. Just a tremendous game, top to bottom. You don't need me to tell you that, but Jared Goff was laser pinpoint. He was running this offense. He was putting the ball where it needs to be. They were being aggressive. You had to like everything about it. So love seeing JMO get, I think he got 2 catches for 108. So, you know, the big 50 plus, the 44. I mean, dude's doing big things. Still don't get him the football enough, though, I got to admit. And then, like I said, you got St. Brown here who just abuses somebody with an 8-yard touchdown. Just absolute dart, wide open, toe tap, all that goodness. In case you didn't know, we're kind of early fourth quarter, and it's 45-14. The Chicago Bears put another drive together at some point, and Swizzle, DeAndre Swift, a.k.a., makes it 45-21 with a 3-yard touchdown. And then Dan Campbell does what he does. It's 45-21, by the way. The Lions are deep in their territory. Instead of just either kicking a field goal or kind of going for it and not getting it and just letting the Bears stumble over themselves for another 6-7 minutes, he goes for it on 4th. 4-yard touchdown to St. Brown from Jared Goff. That's 3 on the day. 100 plus. Jared Goff, 350, 5 touchdowns, making it 52-21. What a great move by Dan freaking Campbell. And take that, Benedict. That's what you get. And the reason he gets what he gets, I had to hear all the high horse media folk and, I would never chant such a thing. I'm such an upstanding human. I can't believe they use such language. It's just like, it's so high horse and so ridiculous to me. Now, was I chanting F. Ben Johnson in the stands? No. Was I also the guy that did 18.5 laps with a Benedict sign with the Hulkster on it? Brother?
Well, let me tell you something, brother.
Yes. Yes, I was. But you know what? The reason Benedict got the chance, the sign, the scoreboard, is because he does things like he did after the game, where he gave Dan Campbell a wet fish quick handshake. Campbell tried to say something to him real quick in his ear. He darts off. Jared Goff's trying to say what's up and hey and take care or whatever he's trying. And Benedict doesn't even give him the time of day, barely sideways shakes his hand, runs off the field and doesn't say anything to anyone, doesn't look at anyone. And then he goes in the press conference and wants to be uppity. Oh, that's what Dan Campbell does. What do you want him to do? Hey, I'm not discouraged at all. Whatever else he said. It was just like, man, this guy exactly like we thought. He's probably great on the grease board. Dynamic play caller, smart guy, aggressive guy, but can't lead men, can't deal with a full team, sore loser, doesn't show Detroit any love. Why? Because we beat the brakes off you 52-21. That's a bad look for Benedict before, during the game, after the game, at the press conference. Going to be bad his next, 10, 15 plus games this year where he's getting beat up left and right by everybody because they're not a good football team.
Who says you can't be the topic of conversation for all the right reasons? The Hyundai Tucson Hybrid pairs bold presence with advanced technology and sleek style. It's everything you didn't know you needed in an SUV and then some. Okay, Hyundai. Visit HyundaiUSA.com to learn more.
Brooks Running reminds us that we're all powered by something. Whether it's the me-time energy of a run after a day at the office, the electrifying energy of your first marathon, or the infectious energy of a group run with your friends. No matter what energy powers you, Brooks has gear specifically designed to unleash it. So lace up and let it out. Let's run there. Visit brooksrunning.com today to learn more.
Are you a forward thinker? Then you need an HR and finance platform that thinks like you do. Workday is the AI platform that helps propel your organization, your workforce, and your industry into the future. Workday, moving business forever forward.
Walmart Business is in the business of helping your business, regardless of whether you're building bridges, building spreadsheets, or building lesson plans. Ooh, that looks fun. Walmart Business can help save you time, money, and hassle so you can focus on what you're building instead of what your supply closet is missing. In short, we take care of business so you can do more with yours. We're the Walmart you love, now for your business. Learn more at business.walmart.com.
Make your next move with American Express Business Platinum. Enjoy complimentary access to the American Express Global Lounge Collection. And with a welcome offer of 150,000 points after you spend $20,000 on purchases on the card within your first 3 months of membership, your business can soar to new heights. Terms apply. Learn more at americanexpress.com/business-platinum. Amex Business Platinum. Built for business by American Express.
All that being said, I had a blast. The pregame was fine, except Chops maybe do a little bit too much of the work. Like it was kind of, like the pod where it's like 85 to 90% me and the 10% that Choppy takes credit for. But no, seriously, we had a great setup, great people we ran into, lots of fun in the concourse, great seats, great time, big dubski. I guess you could call it what we call it on this show, easy dub for the Lions. Like, it was tremendous. I mean, anytime you can go to an NFL football game and see your home team score 52, beat a division rival by 30 plus, it's a good freaking day. So, it was tremendous. Thank you to everybody that shouted out. I know I'm not the best with communicating at the tailgate. Usually my phone's in the truck. I'm trying to have fun. It was about 1,000 degrees outside. I can't explain exactly our geo spot when people are, where are you? We're at this lot by this grass between this road. I mean, you gotta either come find us or we won't see each other. So sorry to Santa and Lexi and gosh, just a million other people that we're trying to connect and we didn't, but the people that swung through, super fun, got you some cornbread, had you take some Kool-Aid, gave out some Kool-Aid to some new listeners, handed out some cards, had some fun, so tremendous time. So everybody, that's probably about 20-25 minutes here on the front half, all solo, Oakery. I tried to fit in some gimmicks, didn't do as many as I could have. The Lions just scored touchdowns after touchdown after touchdown. I had to get them all in. St. Brown is a perfect human. The guy does everything right. He's just a tremendous person, football player, repping the city. Everything he does is just awesome. And he doesn't get enough love from me on this show. The quarterback usually gets clowned because it's fun to do to Chops and because he's not my favorite. But, man, when he's pinpointing and slinging the ball like he was and leading the team, I love this guy, and I don't even want to hear Chops even try to pull this because I'm on the golf train.
I don't want your boola boola support when it comes to Jared Goff. You don't get to join the golf train. You're off, bro. You're off.
No, I'm on. I loved it. I was giving him mad love, and Benedict lived up to the nickname. People can hate him. This is sports. He went to a division rival. Just ask my boy Brian Branch, who had a hell of a game, by the way. Like a million tackles, that forced fumble, a sack, a couple TFLs. You know, almost created a INT for TA. He was all over the field, and he was just like me. He's like, hey man, you could have went anywhere else. Don't go in the division. I was upset. We felt betrayed. Hence the name Benedict for all you people in the concourse that don't know your history and don't know what's funny on a sign and had to ask your girlfriend who knew. But hell, we had a great time top to bottom. Great to see a big win like that. Lions get to 1-1. Really showed who they were when everybody laughed. I don't know what this team, they really lost me. I think they're going to win 5 games. Yeah, we know Chicago's not good, but what do you do to a team that's not good? You go put 40 or 50 on them, you beat them by 30, you show off your offense, you play good defense, you move on to the next. Speaking of the next, I'm going to get to my sponsors, my commercial break, and then I'm coming back talking about Detroit, heading to Baltimore, Monday Night Football, under the lights. This is a big time game in so many ways. Everybody, I'll be right back. All right, everybody. This goes out to my fantasy football fans out there. Now, you probably heard about Reality Sports Online, the most powerful fantasy sports platform where owners can build and manage their fantasy team like a real NFL general manager. But the question is, have you tried it? I mean, we're talking free agency, multi-year contracts, rookie drafts, multi-team trades. You could put franchise tags on guys. It's as close as you're going to get to being an NFL GM. But do you think it sounds complicated? It's not. I'm here to tell you it's the best thing about Reality Sports Online is it's just more fun than your normal fantasy league, but it doesn't take barely any more time. After all this, are you still not sure? I mean, come on now. You can test your general manager skills by going over to Reality Sports Online, call it RSO. Please go check out realitysportsonline.com right now. Kool-Aid drinkers, I'm back. Thank you so much for listening to the show, checking out the show, repping the show, sharing the show, hollering at the show, swinging by the tailgate to say what's up to the show, showing up at Ford Field and just being the people.
And the people consist of the millions.
The millions and millions. We appreciate all of you. I could try to shout all of you out now that we saw, that you texted, that you wrote, that showed up. I can't do it though, but I just want to say thank you. It was awesome. You're the best. That's the reason we do this show. And what a ball game for our football team. So I put that one behind us. Psh, Chicago, you know. Where's my drop that I've been using? It's got to be here somewhere. Where is it? Oh man, I can't find the psh, please. Ciao, please. But one of my new favorite drops that I found here on the show. Gosh, I want to get to it, but I can't find the son of a gun. Oh, wait, I won't even say wait for it, because I found it.
Ciao, please.
Please. What's better, that or Benny when he says going to the pay window?
Going to the pay window?
That or this?
Ciao, please.
Please.
Going to the pay window?
You guys decide. I know a lot of you love the pay window for sure. But the Ocho Cinco Ciao please with the Ozzie Guillen psh, please. It's funny. So you got that. You got those classic drops. And I don't know, man. Like I'm I'm trying to get over how fun this Chicago game was, and you got to turn the page because, like I said, I'm not going to be on the mic later this week, but Detroit at Baltimore on Monday Night Football is so good for so many reasons, and I'm going to talk all about it right now because Baltimore is the type of place that is they've always been good, man. They have always been good.
Don't chew on that, Max.
Cooper loves that shoe, too.
Oh, now he's into Cooper's food. Wow, he is loving it. What do you feed Cooper?
Blue Buffalo Life Protection Formula. He never leaves a crumb. I love it because it's made with high-quality protein, nutrient-rich fruits and veggies, and wholesome whole grains.
Looks like we're switching to Blue.
Blue Buffalo foods are made with the superior ingredients your dog needs to thrive. Can your dog food say that? Visit feedbluefood.com to learn more.
Here at the Almond Joy Factory, where tropical vibes abound, we use soft, fresh-tasting coconut.
The crunchiest almonds and delicious chocolate candy.
Ah, but do you know what our most important ingredient is? Sometimes you feel like a nut.
Sometimes you don't.
Almond Joy's got nuts and something even way better than that. Yes, Almond Joy is made with almonds and joy.
Learning through play starts with Lego Duplo. With Lego Duplo, toddlers can develop real-life skills while having fun with colorful bricks made just for them. Large, easy to grip, and safe to explore. When children express themselves with Lego Duplo, they build patience, problem-solving, and empathy. See your child learn perseverance and self-expression with everything they imagine and create. Visit lego.com/preschool to learn more.
Good night, itchy eyes. Good night, sudden sneeze. Good night to your symptoms of allergies. Zysol is the allergy medicine you take before bed. It provides powerful relief while you rest your head. Not just all night, but all the next day. Zysol keeps working, keeping allergies at bay. And without those annoying symptoms disturbing your rest, you can wake up the next morning feeling your absolute best. Remember, be wise all. Take Zysol. At night.
Hey, let's talk about your expense report.
I didn't submit an expense report.
You will. Custom saddles and dog training services are not within policy.
What are you talking about?
SAP Concur uses advanced AI to audit and automatically detect out-of-policy expenses. It's the breakthrough I needed to focus more on our future.
These are my future expenses?
Yes, and self-defense classes are out of policy.
I'll need self-defense classes?
You will.
For what?
It's a big dog.
SAP Concur helps your business move forward faster. Learn more at concur.com.
They have solid teams top to bottom all the time. They're well coached. If you look back at their history, like they've really floundered in the playoffs. They sometimes lose games. I don't know, like they gave up that huge lead in week 1 to Buffalo and blew that game. But if there's any franchise I want to represent kind of over the last decade plus, it'd be the Baltimore Ravens. Their stadium, like every time you see a training facility, it's like all brick and mahogany wood and just looks old school, sponsored by Under Armour. They've got no nonsense football players on both sides of the ball. They've had Lamar at quarterback, who's absolutely dynamic. You got to give it to that guy. They always have a good run game. They always got blitzers off the edge, good defense, good safeties, good corners. So, I just really respect this team from top to bottom. Kind of the opposite of last week when I was doing that preview. But Baltimore is a stadium. I feel like it's a tough place to play because it's Baltimore and the team they put on the field. And they have good fans, but because it's an open-aired outdoor stadium, I don't feel like I'm as worried about it as like a crazy indoor dome stadium, like when New Orleans used to get rocking back in the day, or some of these places where you just, from the minute go, you're just out of sorts. I mean, even Minnesota, I gotta give them credit. Like when they are rolling and they get that place rocking, it felt like the Lions would always just go in and just be out of sorts in the first quarter because they just can't hear, can't operate, can't block anybody, and just get tore up. But Baltimore, I don't feel that way. I'm not saying it's an easy place to play by any means, but I'm saying I think the environment's going to be crazy and those fans are going to be ready to roll. But the Lions got beat up a few years ago, and they're not only a better team, but since it's early here in the year and they lost a game and they had a big win, they're still going to be ultra focused. And I don't see this getting away from the Lions. I don't see this being a lopsided game. I see this being a 4 quarters, knockdown, drag out type battle. And one thing I was thinking about is, like, I'm giving all this love to the Baltimore defense, which over the years has been one of their things they hang their hat on, right? Ray Lewis at linebacker, Ed Reed at safety, all these edge rushers, big fellas in the middle that stop the run. So I'm like debating between, is the Baltimore defense like real good and incredible, or are they good? Because I start thinking about some of their players, the Kyle Hamiltons of the world, Roquan Smith at linebacker, and I'm like, man, they got some ball players at all levels. But when you look at their numbers, I mean, they're getting sliced up on defense. This is a team that's giving up tons of yards and too many points to, like, the Cleveland Browns. Wait till the Lions play Cleveland at Ford Field. That's going to be another 40-plus score for Detroit. So it's like, I don't know. I think Baltimore has good playmakers and some guys that are elite, but I don't know that their defense is top shelf as a whole. They got some injuries, a few things going on, so I'm hoping the Lions can do things offensively, which they didn't do was it 2-3 years ago when they went there and just got the breaks breed off them, like 40-some to, like, did they even score, or was it like they got a safety or a field goal or something stupid and gave up 40-some points? I mean, it was terrible. I mean, I had to use Charles a lot last week, not so much this week, but I'll get him in.
That's terrible.
That's what they were before. I don't see them being this way. I feel like this is one of those instant classics where it's going to be real tough. I think the Lions are going to have trouble stopping this gimmicky type offense between Lamar with the triple option fakes and the deep throws and the tight end passes that he does. It's not one that you can plan for or scheme for. It's like very unique, and also, man, the guy's a dynamic talent. He can run away from you. He does tricks with the football. You never know where it's going. The minute you think you know, he hits you with an actual pass. The guy's actually not a bad passer. I know everyone thinks he just runs around all day. He can definitely throw it and put it on people. Smart guy, good player. Not going to take anything away from him. So it's like, I don't think the Lions are stopping the Ravens very much, and I don't know how much the Ravens are going to stop the Lions. I feel like the Lions need to protect against turnovers. They need to be aggressive, not go some flat, just protect the ball, just, hope we can get it to the fourth quarter. No, you need to push the envelope against them and try to have Baltimore keep up with you. Can Baltimore deal with Gibbs, Demo, Laporta, Saint, Jamo, Leaf, Tesla? I mean, that's the question. Can our O-line block these guys up? Baltimore's coming with the 3-4 blitz, the outside edge rusher coming with the linebacker blitz, corner cat blitz. Here comes Kyle Hamilton from mid-center field, killing your quarterback, getting his hands on the football. Like, can the Lions pick up and deal with all that? I mean, those are the type of cat and mouse games that are going to, determine this. So, Lions, pedal to the metal, try to have Baltimore deal with you. You are going to have to figure out where the football is and how to deal with Lamar Jackson. Good luck on that one. And I see it going back and forth. I want a good game. I want back and forth. Both teams probably making plays. Both teams making good plays and stops on defense. Both coaches being very tactical, whether they're going for it on fourth, being aggressive, being smart with the clock, all those things. It's just such a good game. I respect the Ravens. I like the Ravens. But if my Lions are going to Baltimore, I'm not going to have love for them. We have to show up, play hard-nosed football, also use our talent, try to out-talent them, and get our hands on some footballs too on defense. Like, anytime we turn the football over, we win ball games. I say that day after show, after year, after year. It's like, it's turnovers and points. It feels like was wins games in the National Football League. Now, if you can put up 28-35 and you can get a couple turnovers, you're pretty much probably going to win the ball game. And the way Jared Goff played, I do not want to see him have a clunker here. Do not come out and be happy feet. Do not take a step back. I don't expect 5 touchdowns. I don't expect 330, 50 yards, but I do expect 250 plus, 2 to 3 touchdowns, protecting the football, limiting sacks by throwing the ball away. If they do get to you, 2 hands on it, things like that. So with all that being said, I mean, I could go down all the lists of players and matchups, but I just think in the grand scheme of things, this is going to the end of the fourth quarter. It's going to be a one-possession ball game. A lot of our playmakers are going to have numbers. Their guys are going to get theirs. Who's going to make the final set of plays? Who's going to win it?
Optimism isn't sunshine and rainbows. It's fixing things, changing the way we fix things. It's running the world on smarter energy. Because if optimism never stops, then change can't either. GE Vernova, the energy of change.
Shaq here, spinning fast-acting pain relief with Icy Hot. Ice works fast, heat makes it last. Icy Hot, you're so back.
This is Marshawn Lynch. On Prize Picks, being right can get you paid. So I'm here to make sure you don't miss any of the action this football season. With Prize Picks, it's good to be right. With millions of members and billions of dollars awarded in winnings, Prize Picks is the best place to put your takes to the test. The app is really simple to use and available in 40-plus states, including California, Texas, and Georgia. Just pick 2 or more players across any sport. Pick more or less on their projections, and if you're right, you can cash in. With simple stats and fan-friendly policies, Prize Picks is the best place to make your picks. Most importantly, they don't play about your paper. All transactions on the apps are fast, safe, and secure.
Download the Prize Picks app today and use code SPOTIFY to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code SPOTIFY to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. It's good to be right. Must be present in certain states. Visit prizepicks.com for restrictions and details.
Attention all small biz owners. At the UPS store, you can count on us to handle your packages with care. With our certified packing experts, your packages are properly packed and protected. And with our pack and ship guarantee, when we pack it and ship it, we guarantee it. Because your items arrive safe or you'll be reimbursed. Visit the upsstore.com/guarantee for full details. Most locations are independently owned. Product services, pricing, and hours of operation may vary. See Center for details. The UPS store. Be unstoppable. Come into your local store today.
At Blinds.com, it's not just about window treatments. It's about you, your style, your space, your way. Whether you DIY or want the pros to handle it all, you'll have the confidence of knowing it's done right. From free expert design help to our 100% satisfaction guarantee, everything we do is made to fit your life and your windows. Because at Blinds.com, the only thing we treat better than windows is you. Visit Blinds.com now for up to 45% off site-wide, plus a professional measure at no cost. Rules and restrictions apply.
And, you know, it's so hard for me because this is the Koolaid Cast. This is where I serve it up. This is where you drink it in.
Drink it in, man.
Cornbread!
2 delicious pieces of cornbread. Can I come on here and say they're going to lose? Can I come on here and go anti-Kool-Aid and say, you know, it's road game. Baltimore's good. It's going to be tough, you know. We will get it back the next week against Cleveland before we go to these other tough matchups. You know I can't do that. I got to give a dubski to our Lions. So I see this one, 31 for Detroit, 30 for Baltimore, a 1-point squeak it out, possibly Jake Bates last second, no time on the clock field goal. We're walking off. We're dancing, we're doing interviews, we're feeling good about ourselves with 2 dubs, 1 loss, coming home again to Ford Field. That's how I see this going down. I mean, if the Lions lose this game, am I going to throw a fit and act like everything is lost and we're just a terrible team? And no, because I don't see us getting embarrassed, first and foremost. That would shock me. And losing to a team like Baltimore at their house is totally a thing you can recover from, especially when I look here. Home against the Browns, at Cincy, which doesn't look as tough without Joe Burrow at quarterback. Go to the Chiefs, who haven't won a football game. And then it gets a little dicey before you get the Giants and, the Dallas Cowboys at some point. But the schedule is ridiculous. A ridiculous schedule. So you have to find a way. That's what some people beat me up about. They're like, oh, great, you don't have us winning any of these tough games. It's like, now that I look at it, you're going to have to beat Baltimore's, Kansas City, Commanders, Philly, Green Bay again, LA. You're going to have to beat a handful of those teams if you're going to have a good record, win the division, and get to the playoffs. All of which I think the Lions are going to do. Have a good record, win the division, get to the playoffs, and make some big-time noise, possibly, probably, Super Bowl. So, everybody, that's what I got. What a great review of the Detroit beatdown of Chicago and Benedict and everybody that supports the Chicago Bears. We showed you what's what and who's who when you came to Ford Field. That was super fun. Tailgate was fun. Prepping was fun. I'm kind of glad, too, it's done because I really miss my house, sweatpants, food, relax, 18 TVs, all my fantasy teams and all my monitors rolling. Like that's tremendous as well. But being in the building for a beatdown like that was great. What a fun one, too. I'm going to get a full Saturday of college football, Saturday of WrestlePalooza, first WWE show on ESPN. At night, in the midday, I'm going to have to find some way to catch AEW All Out from Toronto. I think it's All Out. One of those shows, all whatever, from All Elite Wrestling. So I got 2 wrestling pay-per-views. I got college football. I got Michigan playing at Nebraska. I've got full day of NFL on Sunday with my fantasy teams rolling, some of which are going great, others not so great. Overall, pretty damn good so far. We're only 3 weeks in. We'll see how it shakes out. And then I get Monday Night Football, Detroit Lions versus the Baltimore Ravens at Baltimore. Under the lights, the only game everybody's watching. Let's go, everybody. That's what I got. And I'll catch you next time right here on the Detroit Koolaid Cast. Take care, everybody. I'm out.
Don't hate the player, hate the game.
I don't hate him. I don't. You don't get to join the off train. You're off, bro. You're off.
Says, give me that Kool-Aid.
I don't know, the Kool-Aid, cornbread, whatever you want to call it, man.
Okay, Kool-Aid drinker and, cornbread muffin and all that.
You've had enough of that.
You know why? Because I'm not a Kool-Aid drinker.
And I don't give a crap. Drink it in, man.
Cornbread.
All right.
I love the Lions. Say it with me. I love the Lions.
Pack the bag. Start the plane. This game is over. It is over. What a comeback by the Lions. Drink it in, man.